Hey everyone, my name is Dev, and I'm here to show you what if there was a Spider-Man inspired Pokemon. So in this video today, I have a few designs to show you guys. It's going to go from the first stage to 3 different evolutions. I've currently have completed 2 of the first stages, or the evolution stages, my bad. And I'm just going to take you through my design process for all of those. It's for this type of video, actually, I've taken major influence from Subjectively and Mr. Bonnie John. They're 2 really big inspirations for me when it comes to at least content creation, how I'm starting right now. So please go check out their channels. I'm going to link them in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and swing into the first design. So the first design is actually a first pass on the first stage of this line. I was really trying to go for a Spider-Man PS4 type of color scheme and more of an upright design to start off, but kind of looking at it after the final design for this, I just don't think it really hit the marks I was looking for. Like, I kept a lot of the same elements, but the posing, the color scheme, I just changed a lot of that to be more traditionally Spider-Man, and I just felt like being upright was just better for the evolutions, so that's what I kind of kept it for. So this is just the first pass of the first design here. So this is the final design of the first stage. It has a more traditional spider-like pose, and it has more traditional Spider-Man colors. Definitely changed a good amount of things between the first pass and this design. One thing that I did add was the Spider-Man Unlimited kind of face, the black mark on his face, which is kind of a consistent between the evolutions and everything you'll see later on. But yeah, this is just a much more simpler and much more concise design, in my opinion, and I enjoy it a lot more. Still kept the leg stripes because I really like that idea, and the white is still there in the legs. But meet Spidey, the little spider Pokemon. And also, if you get the shiny, please let me know in the comments. I really enjoy my idea for this one. So that was Spidey. I feel like he definitely sets up a good foundation for the rest of the line here, as, spoiler alert, but there's actually 3 evolutions that Spidey can turn into, depending on 3 different methods that I'll explain later in the video. But essentially the next design we're going to be talking about is unfortunately not my favorite, but it is the more Peter Parker Spider-Man-esque design, I'll say, because yes, there are multiple Spider-Men and Spider-Man adjacent characters that are going to be referenced in this Pokemon line. Again, since it's not really my favorite, I do plan to come back and redesign it in the future, but as of right now, it stands pretty well in my eyes. When I do come back to retouch it, you guys will know. So without further ado, here is the next design. So this is the first design of the 3 evolutions that Spidey branches off into. This one is going to be more traditionally Spider-Man, so like think of your Peter Parker type of design, the classic red and blue, things of that nature. So I was very much struggling with the pose of this Pokemon. I definitely got to the point where I just went ahead and went for like a standard like jumping off a building type pose. Definitely in a redesign, I want to explore a lot more posing options, maybe change a few things to make the pose just work better overall. The colors for this, phenomenal in my opinion, definitely will be something that transitions. I wanted to do something with the arms, and that's kind of adding that black strip that you see there, just to kind of break up the negative space in the arms, because otherwise it'd just be all red. The shiny, this is a beta shiny, so it's Iron Spider, essentially. And yeah, that's kind of it when it comes to this design. I like it, but it's definitely, again, my least favorite of all of the designs that I've done, even the unfinished one. And that one will change a lot when I come back to it, because I definitely, again, want to come back to it. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't speaking to me that much, but it is suitable for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about it. It's, again, not my personal favorite, but it could be someone's favorite out there. And I also kept the Spider-Man Unlimited face because, again, that, I don't know why, it's very simple, but I just really like that design element. It's just really good. So meet Arachniter. Name kind of still pending, but again, the final design looks really cool, and the shiny is actually a reference to Scarlet Spider, if you did not catch that, so let me know what you think. So, that was Arachniter. The name is a little off, but I am open to suggestions if anybody wants to comment that in the comments below. These designs are a little older. I'll say probably like a month or two. That's kind of like the time frame, I believe, from now, which is the day I'm recording this, August 29th. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on how to change the design, I'm also open to that as well. Critiques are, as long as they're constructive critiques, I will be open to taking them. I do not mind them as long as we can, you know, try to get some movement here. Essentially, I do also want to change the rendering style eventually when I come back to revisit these, because my rendering style has changed since then. I was trying to go for a more Pokemon-esque rendering style, but I could never get it down, so it looks not like that. So I have my own rendering style that I've been working on for the past probably right after this I finish these. I'm working on a Johto reimagining, just redesigning all of them, all the Johto mons and everything like that. You can actually see the starters. I'm almost done with them, just need to finish for Alligator. On my Instagram, at Devi_86, A6 specifically, on Instagram, and on my TikTok at Dev_A6. I'll put that in the description below. But if you guys want to check that out, that's where I have a good amount of my art. Other than that, let's get into the next design here. So this next design is my favorite out of all of them. This design is inspired by Miles Morales' Spider-Man. This is also going to share a lot of design similarities with the last one, just because, you know, they're both Spider-Man, so I didn't want to stray too far away from that kind of concept, you know, like anthropomorphic body, multiple arms. I like the pose a lot better in this one, but I don't mind changing it if I go back to revisit these. I keep saying if because I'm happy with them, but also I'm not at the same time. But I don't mind actually going back to revisit it, so that'll definitely be something I do in the future. The black, or at least the streaks that I have like on his legs and his arms, that you'll be seeing here in a moment, is a reference to his costume in Across the Spider-Verse. Also, his spikes, or I'll say his claws, and his teeth are a reference to the fact that he does generate electricity. So I just wanted to make that very clear in the visual design here, just showing that yes, they're spiky and not really kind of opposable like the last Spider-Man, just because he can generate electricity much like Miles can in the design. So that is definitely something I wanted to convey here. So hopefully I did that. Again, black and red design, very good. And also the rendering style, again, it looks a lot better here, because I feel like I did it better, but it's still not bad. The shiny is also a reference to Uncle Aaron the Prowler, so definitely a very good reference in my opinion, because he's just so, you know, tied to him because that's his uncle. But yeah, other than that, let's meet Spectacle, the style Pokemon, and the reason he has that classification is because
He leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
No, but actually it's just because Miles is just more stylish than Peter, just in general. So that's why I put the classification as a style Pokemon, because I didn't really write out like any type of Pokédex entries for these. I really should have, but I just wasn't in the mood, to be honest with you. I just really wanted to design them. Wasn't really thinking about any lore or anything like that with these mons. But yeah, and again, reference to Uncle Aaron in the shiny as a Prowler, and even Miles too after the events of Across the Spider-Verse. If you guys haven't watched it, spoilers for the movie. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this was Spectacle. So, we're nearing the end of all of the Spider-Man inspired Fakemon. This last one is actually not finished yet. But I would just like to show you guys just where it's at currently. I do plan on coming back to finish this. Again, this is just a first pass on the design. Like, I put colors down and everything, but I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly the same. But, well, just take a look for yourself, to be honest. I think it looks pretty cool right now, but there's a lot that I would like to change. But here is Venom inspired Fakemon. So here is the process for the current version of Venom. He's obviously very big. I wanted to show that differentiation between the other two Spider-Man designs. Currently he's bipedal, but I'm really leaning towards making him more spider-like, because I just feel like him being so imposing, he can still be big on his own. So that's where I'm gonna change here. So those were all the Spider-Man inspired Fakemon. I just want to go ahead and say thank you for watching this video if you already have gotten to the end. I just kind of want to ramble a little bit here. This is kind of going off this little makeshift script that I made. And I just want to show you guys the evolution chart, or the makeshift evolution chart that I made. That's very bare bones, very basic. But once all the designs are like where I want them to be, I'm going to flesh this out a lot more. Again, leave me your thoughts in the comments below if you like my designs, if you think there should be a few changes. Again, constructive criticism is king. I definitely prefer that over just saying, yeah, I don't like that, or yeah, I like that. It's just a lot more helpful in my opinion. But essentially, Spidey has 3 different evolutionary lines. He can evolve once through each of those times. If he wants to evolve into the base Spider-Man form, he just has to get up to level 28 with the move Axe Kick, and then he can evolve into Arachnider. If you want to evolve him into Spectrical, then you just need a Thunderstone. And then for the Venom Fakemon that I don't have currently a name for, it's the same level as Arachnider, but with a new item called the Symbiote Jar. So essentially, like if this was going to be like in a game, like in a fan-made game or anything like that, you would just have to level him up with the Symbiote Jar being held, and then he'll just evolve into the Venom Fakemon. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to explain that here. That's like the most lore that I have for the evolutionary line. So yeah, I definitely don't mind like going more in depth with these type of designs, at least these Fakemon designs, because I actually really do like them. I just kind of made them on a whim because I really wanted to. I was feeling Spider-Man hype for Across the Spider-Verse at the time, so that's why I went ahead and made these. But again, if you like this video, thank you for watching. If you are feeling so generous, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you like about the designs, tell me what you don't like, give me constructive criticism. I'm very open to it. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.